Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Michaela Fadovic, and I'm the broker owner of Elite Class Property Management and Real Estate Company. I hope that you guys are having an amazing week. This market is very scary. We continue to hold on tight. So I wanted to talk to you guys about security deposits because who doesn't want to spend their Sunday talking about security deposits? Not me. I am a loser and I enjoy talking about security deposits on my Sundays. So with that being confirmed, I think it's really important that you guys understand how security deposits work in the state of Florida. So when it comes to security deposits, after your tenant's moved out, if you're going to be making a claim, you have up to 30 calendar days before you have to deliver a certified notice in writing to them imposing that claim. Now, you would, of course, return any monies that is remaining from the deduction that you just claimed to the tenant if there was anything remaining. If not, you just put that in the letter explaining why there is none. But regardless, you should be giving them a detailed letter saying all the things about their lease, yourself, contact informations, and also the reasoning and what was being charged in like an elaborate, detailed explanation. So it's not just like a, hey, go screw off. Now, of course, they can actually do a claim against your claim, so then you're like in a dispute, but of course, that goes into like the attorney in court bullshit or arbitration. Now, when we're talking about no claims on the security deposit, well, this is amazing news because now you only have 15 calendar days to return the security deposit to your tenants. And I mean, you should just be doing this as quickly as possible if you had great tenants that left your place in a good condition, because let's be real, some tenants do not give a fuck. It's just the truth. So be grateful for the good ones, guys. Now, let's say, for example, I don't know, something happened and the security deposit is moving, whether you're switching property management companies, maybe you're switching banks, like maybe the owner of the bank's name is changing, or I don't know, maybe something is just happening and you're transferring this deposit over to someone else or somewhere else. This is now a requirement for you to send another written certified letter to your tenants notifying them about where their security deposits are going and why. So it doesn't really have to be like overly detailed, just very basic. If you go onto Google, you can find like templates for this, but it's super, super, super basic. And as long as that letter is delivered to them within 30 calendar days, you have met your requirements, which is awesome. I always recommend just get them out sooner rather than later because, you know, time just starts slipping away when it starts to come to deadlines. Let's be real. Florida doesn't actually have any security deposit limit laws, which is pretty nice because like places like New Jersey, where I'm also licensed, they have requirements. So you can ask for as large of a security deposit as reasonable. I honestly wouldn't abuse this just because like, why would you? If they have pets, of course, you're going to want to charge additional security deposits. But for the most part, that's kind of really it. Security deposits are super simple to understand, and it's just the more you know, the better you are. You know what I'm saying? Last month's rent, if you're charging your tenants last month's rent, you guys, you cannot be pocketing this money at the beginning of the lease or any month thereafter except for that last month, okay? And I know that a lot of people do not understand this. I see it all the time. People come to me, they're like, oh yeah, I just put the last month's rent in my pocket. I'm like, no, there's not supposed to happen. What are you doing? Absolutely not. We're holding security deposit for you now because you are not allowed to hold the security deposit. You're commingling, like, you know, you're also just like putting your security deposit, like, of your tenants in your bank account, like, which is commingling, you know what I'm saying? So like let's just be real. You can't be pickpocketing your tenants' money, you guys. Last month's rent is escrow. Escrow. Do not put that into your own personal account until that last month is due, because I'm going to tell you this. In Florida, you can let tenants out of their leases early through a liquidated and early termination fee schedule if you agree to it in the standard realtor forms, which is awesome because, I mean, it helps everybody out. It's more fair, to be honest. Now, you can accept up to 2 months of security deposit for that early termination. And if your tenant uses that clause that you and them agree to, and they give you proper notice, like 30 to 60 days notice that they're vacating, they can actually vacate, and you can use that fee you already agreed to be able to rationalize them terminating their lease early, which really why I really love this clause, because it's so beneficial to everybody. Now, you can't just like be like, oh well, screw you, tenant, I want the rest of the year that you owe me. Like, no, that's not how that happens. And if that happens and your tenant leaves on month 6, then you already have the last month. So now last month is gonna like move around a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So you can't just go ahead and pocket that then, because you might actually end up owing it to the tenant if they actually paid for the other 2 months, you know what I'm saying? And they shouldn't be paying for their last month at all if you are having and accepting and requiring the last month's rent in advance, because that is supposed to be applied to the last month. Okay, now it's very, 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 very important to understand that, because if you do go ahead and pocket it and now you have to repay your tenant back the last month's rent and you're not in the position where you can do that, you just fucked up. Okay, and that is a total like potential lawsuit waiting to happen, and like you don't want that. Okay. Another reason to be honest, and this goes with earlier, about the amount of security deposit that is reasonable to take from your tenants is very important, because if you go to court because your tenant is disputing the fact that they made a claim against your claim on the security deposit, and they are like, I really didn't do any damage, and you're like, no, they did. They left some like minor scratches on the floor. This could actually be labeled underneath the normal wear and tear exception that Florida has. So if you're just charging them for stuff that is like unreasonable, it's just normal wear and tear, you could look like a piece of shit in court again, which is not going to help your case. Okay, so just don't be a slumlord at the end of the day, on like all honesty. But other than that, it's kind of really it. Security deposits are super, super, super simple to understand. And really, it's so important that you guys understand these things when you are a landlord and an investor and even a tenant and or an agent. Because if you don't understand this, then you're going to get sued more than likely. And that's not fun. And you might get other people sued. You know what I'm saying? And I am all about mitigating that risk. So let's keep learning more, and I'm so grateful for you guys supporting and watching my videos continuously and hitting the subscribe button, because that is just so amazing. I watched like a few followers like jumps. I know I'm not a huge account at all, so I get excited whenever I see like a 6 to 10 or 15 subscriber count jump, because that's big for a new account that's starting out like mine. So thank you guys so much for giving me that like amazing experience and feeling. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions regarding security deposits, or you just need property management services, a realtor, broker, soon to be a community association manager, you know, my phone number is 201-952-4665. You can call me, you can text me. I prefer text, I'm not gonna lie. I will talk on the phone. I always talk on the phone every day, but yeah, texting is almost the easiest way to get a hold of me. You can also email. I'm good with email too. And my email is broker@localpmc.com. Go to my website and visit it and explore it and give me some feedback on it, because I am still creating and expanding on it. The website is localpropertymanagementcompany.com. And thank you guys once again for everything. I will see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye.